Students, now today we'll start a new chapter, that is chapter 6, integers. Okay, so we'll start with introduction and also we'll discuss some properties on integers. Okay, now the first thing that we'll understand, what is an integers. Okay, so we'll write it down. So integers. Now this word has been derived from a Latin word. Fine. So integer has been derived from Latin word integer. Okay, so integers has been derived from a Latin word integer, which means whole. Okay, which means whole. So we can say that it is a special set of, so we can say it is a special set of whole number comprises of 0 positive numbers and negative numbers. Fine. So this is all about integer. It is derived from the word integer, which means whole, and as because it is the meaning of integer is whole, so it will consider this as a special set of a whole number which comprises 0 positive numbers and negative numbers. Okay, and so let's give you some example. That is 0, suppose positive number 1, 2, 3, some negative number minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. These are all the examples of what? Integers. Now, there are some numbers which will not be considered as integer, students. So which are those? Okay, now we'll discuss the numbers which are not considered as integers. So those numbers are, number 1, fractional number. Fractional numbers. Okay, students, the fractional numbers will be not considered as integers. That is example 2 by 3, 5 by 7, 8 by 3. These are the numbers which will be not considered as integers. Whether the fractional is in the positive form or it is in the negative form doesn't matter. But if it is in the fractional form, then this form will not be considered as integer. Fine. Number 2, decimal numbers. Decimal numbers also will not be considered as integers. Okay, so decimal numbers, example 0.2, 3.5, minus 7.6 and so on. So the decimals numbers also will be not considered as integers. So you have to be very, very careful with these things. Okay, that is fractional numbers, not an integer. Decimal number also not an integer. Okay, this is very, very important thing. Okay, so now let me show you the integers on the number line. Now students, this is number line, so this black mark will be considered as 0, and on the right hand side of the 0 there will be all positive numbers. Always remember that is on the right hand side of the 0 will always have a positive numbers. It is not mandatory that you have to give a positive sign, just to show you. Okay, if you're just writing 1, 2, 3, 4 also, that this also implies that these all numbers are positive only. Now on the left hand side of the 0, which number? All negative number. Now this time you have to give this minus sign. Okay. So these are the set of what? These are the set of integers. That means how many types of integers we have seen here? That is 1, 0, all positive integers and all negative integers. Fine. So we'll write it in this way. So this side we have all negative integers. This side we have all positive integers, and 0 is the neutral integers. Okay, it is in the middle portion. So positive integers. Positive integers. So on the right hand side we have positive integers, and on the left hand side we have negative integers. Okay, now if you carefully observe that, if you see from here, we'll just see on the right hand side what is happening. See, from if we consider from 0, okay, from 0 towards right hand side. Okay, so these are the set of whole numbers. These are the set of whole numbers, isn't it? And if we see from 1 towards positive side, these are the set of natural numbers, isn't it? This we have studied in number line also, isn't it? So this I am also showing for the integers purpose also. So these are all integers. This is all whole numbers, all natural numbers are all integers. Fine. So the most important concept is that on the right hand side of the 0 we have a positive integers, and on the left hand side of the 0 we have a negative integers. This is very, very important. One more important thing I want to say, that in case of negative integers, the more the number is going away from the 0, please hear the word very properly. The numbers, the negative integers, more the numbers going away from the 0, the number is become smaller and smaller and smaller. Fine, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So minus 4 is much more further distance to minus 1, because minus 1 is closest to 0 and minus 4 is a little bit far from 0 compared to minus 1, isn't it? So minus 4 would be smaller number compared to minus 1. So the more we going away from the 0, the number is become smaller and smaller. But in case of positive number, the numbers more we going away from the 0, the number is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. So the opposite thing is happening. Towards positive side, if you're going towards right hand side, the numbers are converting to a greater number. Okay, and towards the negative integers, if we go away from the 0, the number is become smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so this is a very important conception. Okay, you will require this in the exercise. Okay, so next thing is we'll discuss something on the property. Okay, students, so let's move on to the next level. So this is the next level, students. So this is a property of integers. So we are going to discuss 4 properties. Okay, there's other properties also. We'll just discuss this 4 property. That is the closure property. Number 2 is associative property. Number 3, commutative property, and number 4 is distributive property. Okay, so today only we'll discuss the first property, and the last property I will discuss in my next video. Okay, so let's start with closure property. So what is the closure property? So suppose if let A and B are 2 integers. Fine, A could be any integers, positive or negative, doesn't matter, and B also could be any integers, positive or negative, no problem with that. Now suppose if A and B are 2 integers, so if you add these 2 integers, what you will get? You will get integer only, isn't it? You will get integers only. So suppose example, 2 plus 3, what? 5. So 5 is integer. Okay, 5 is an integer. So what is the conception that we have built up from this? That when we add any 2 integers, we get integers only. Okay, now this is the first one. Second one, suppose if you multiply these 2 integers, so what we'll get? We'll get integer again. We'll again get integer. Fine. So that is example. Suppose 3 into 4. 3 4s are 12. So 12 is also an integer. So another conception is that when we are multiplying 2 integers, we'll get integers only. So example, 3 into 4 equals to 12. You can take negative numbers also. Suppose minus 3 into 4, you'll get minus 12. Okay, now if you multiply minus number with minus number, so what we'll get? Minus minus will become plus. 4 3 is 12, again integer. Fine. So this is the conception that when we are adding two integers, we'll always get integers only. When we are multiplying two integers, we'll get integers only. And if we subtract, suppose a minus b, so in that case, we'll get integer. Yes, definitely we'll get integer. How? Let's see. Example, 5 minus 2. What? Integer. Isn't it? So when we are subtracting also, we are getting integers. Okay, we are getting integers. And in case of division also, that is when we divide a divided by b, then we'll also get integer. Isn't it? We'll also get integer. How? Example, 6 divided by 3, we'll get 2. Isn't it? But 6 divided, when you're dividing two integers, you will get integers only. Okay? But in division, there is some problem, students. Why? Because when we divide two integers, it is not always that we will get the integer. Okay, why? Now see, why it is not possible. As because, if you see, suppose 7 divided by 2. So these are all two integers, isn't it? So 7 is also an integer, 2 is also integer. But when you divide this, you will get the answer in decimal form. You will get the answer in decimal form. Fine. So that is the reason the closure property will not follow the division process, because when it is observed that when sometimes and many times you can say that when the two integers we divide, we have seen that the answer will come in the decimal form also. So every time we'll not get integer, but we'll get decimals also, we'll get fractional forms also. Okay, so the division operation is not applicable for the closure property. Okay, so that's it for today. Now we'll discuss the rest 3 property in my next video. Thank you so much, students. God bless you and take care, all of you.